on Grand Rising. Today is Monday, July the 15th, 2024. What today we're going to be looking at is dollar index in the futures market. Let me go ahead and pull that up really quick. We'll go ahead and do, since we have about 8 minutes before the open, we'll do a top-down analysis, kind of go over some of the notes that I went over this morning. And okay, so just to kind of kick it off, just to, recap on what we're looking at for dollar index, right? We have been very bearish. So the last 2 weeks, we've come off really, really bearish price, right? That 106 rejection has shown us that we may come down and take finally these equal lows at 104 level. No signs of strength as of right now. What I could kind of anticipate, though, because how long this has taken, is that price could slip into this area first, right? Like how it would look here on the daily. It could slip into this key level area, into this demand level here, and then maybe find a response out of that area. That's what we could anticipate for sure, because we've been building up to come here so much. So with that being said, if we're going to slip lower, obviously we're going to push higher, most likely on our futures markets. Anything that's XXX so your Euro USDs, your GBP USD, stuff like that are all going to be in confluence with this. But if we slip lower and then find a bounce, I can anticipate that we could push higher faster, right, on futures, and then start finding better shorts. So that's kind of where my bias is. I believe that we're going to be bearish on dollar until midweek. So like Wednesday, maybe we'll have taken this low and then found reaccumulation in this area. Or maybe, what they might do is they might just go bearish and completely clean this whole level, right, down to 103. So we'll be looking out for that as well. But like I said, I trade futures. So just looking at futures, us being at all-time highs, us seeing kind of how Friday finished with the close, we rallied up, kind of showing signs that we might push. Came up to the last up candle, 2,700, and rejected. Now we're still finding strength with the bearish dollar bias. So if I had if I stick with that bearish dollar bias, then like I said, I'd want to see price come above that 2,700, 2,800 level and start to attack this wick here on daily. And then I have my target area here on E-mini futures. So the target area is going to be that 57.25 level. And then I believe that we still need to make all-time highs here on YM. So my goal, like I said, when it comes to daily looking at NQ, is just to get right above that wick. And then when you look at 4-hour directional type play, we're kind of caught in between a range. So we're caught in between this high, this low, right? Previous day low, previous day high, and then we're stuck in here with the bias of dollar going bearish. So if anything, if price does sell off and come back into lower imbalances, I'd like to see price buy up from that area potentially, just depending on how dollar goes. But as of right now, we're very strong going into the open with 5 minutes left. And then looking at the H1, like I said, I'd love to see maybe price hold this market open candle, right? This daily open candle, potentially in the 2,500 level and then rally, or it could slip right below, gather some liquidity from this area and then do the same thing. So same thing with ES. And then, like I said, with ES has the equal highs at previous day low, 57.08, 57.10. So I'm going to be patient right at the open. And then let me check the fundamental news just really quick. We do have news, I do believe, during the session. So let me see here really quick. Okay, so there is like a 9:30 news, and then Fed Powell speaks at 11 a.m. today. So I'll be very patient today as going into the open. And then let's look at a little bit. And so I can pull up really quick. I'll pull up gold, because I know you're looking at that gold. So, and then we'll move over to the snipe window here in about 1 minute and 30 seconds to get ready for NQ.
I'm ready for NQ only, man. NQ only.
And if you just don't mind, just drop anything you need in the chat, because I'm going to drop these on YouTube. Okay, so. Oh, you got NAS only? Cool. I won't pull up the other ones in. So what we'll do is we'll shift over to, let me make sure I'm on the right one here. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll shift over here. Okay, cool. So make sure you guys went through your trader's constitution, set up that mental framework, and we will be looking to see what we get here today. Now, I usually try to take no more than 1 to 3 shots. I don't want to risk more than $1,200 in a day, and that's pretty much where I keep it for this. For the every per 150K, that's what I want to do. And let me see here for the recording. We have a lot of news tomorrow. CPI. Wow. Thursday looks good. Friday is gonna be good. So just be patient. Look for something cool. But let's see here. Where's the 15 minutes? Okay, so I'm just getting ready to mark all these opens. So yeah, trade safe, and then nothing here as of right now. So I would love to see price maybe come a little lower. I need to go ahead and mark that 50 level actually. I'm gonna mark this as a whole level. Whole level. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark the 50 level. Because this level will be key. 2550. So 20, is that right? 550. This level will be key for me inside the candle that open the markets. So if they can come back down, lower day is here, higher day is here, they can come back down in that area and kind of reaccumulate that and below market open. That could be interesting to see them attack this high, the 2680 highs, right? The imbalance here, and then the previous day high. And so there should be, I don't know why it's not on here, but basically just end of the day. So you kind of have an idea of what that end of day is. So we've got about 50 seconds before the open. I'm going to stop talking as much and look to find an entry. Now YM is already on the move, making new highs. And looks like ES is getting ready to follow. So I could see, I'm going to mark another level here. That's going to be a key level for me today, which is going to be, it's going to be 2800. So I'm going to mark that 2800. So that's a key level above all the price, just in case price does rally super fast. Okay, and then, oh, I didn't mark the open. What? I thought I did. So we got the first minute. Wow, that was quick. I didn't even realize how fast that went. So to be honest, I kind of missed it because I was looking at like two different things, but I'm not really stressing this. I don't want to order like this. So if it was to, it made higher high, higher low, it punched higher like this, I would be wanting to buy this off and to see it go higher than the high of day. Plus the 5 minute candles were all working out really well. But like I said, I just wasn't looking right at it then. So that's okay. Now looking at ES, they are showing signs of strength and YM at this New York Open. So that kind of shows me that we could continue up. Taking a look at dollar index here, there's not any signs of strength as well. So, this pretty much to me has taken off, right? The first minute, I like to take notes. That first minute we did pretty well. So that's 830 to 831. So first sign of strength. Okay, so what I really focus on now is just that first 5 minute close. And the way the price is building up here, I really do like this to continue up. So like you could use your stop loss being here potentially. But I just don't want to take a trade right now. I'm just not like pushing it for some reason. But that does look pretty good when you're looking at like your 5 minute reference point, right? And you have the area that you're wanting to play and you have your stop loss placement. So that might actually work out. Now, if it was to come back down into this area, I may attempt that. But right now, if it just takes off, that's okay. YM went up and took the 4,600 whole level and then died. And then you have ES and NQ on the move to the upside. So, like I said, if price was to come back down below London or come back into like this area, I potentially would take the trade and put my stop at this low right here. So I'll continue to kind of watch that area as well. So basically anything back below London Open and the bullish condition, I would probably attempt to take that to 2750s, previous day high. So let's see how this first 5 minute closes. That first 5 minute closes with strength, then that'll be good. And anything that pulls back, like I said, I'll probably attempt it. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of frame it up. All right, I already know that I want my stop loss to be pretty much the low on this candle here. So 2,675. 75. Take profits are gonna be like 850s, let's just say for right now, and we'll break it apart. So that might have been as close as I was gonna get it, but we'll see. So that first 5 minute close is good. So any pumps back down, like I said, I probably would attempt. Now, if it's already rallying up, I'm not gonna do it, but if it can come back down into the area, I would love to take it right in here. Pretty much if it can go below and go into that area right there. So I'm basically taking it inside the 1 minute demand level under that London Open. And yeah, if it goes lower and takes out these lows, I'll probably attempt one more time, but I at least will try this area. Now, I could have been better on the 5 minute location, I just realized. And I could have waited probably for that New York Open tap. But we'll see how it plays out. ES still showing 15 minute signs of strength. This one's just kind of top at the top of the day. We'll see. So if we don't see an automatic reaction to 2640s, then I'd be surprised. But if we do, then we're going to have a really good price up to that 2700, I believe. And like I said, I could have done better in that middle screen, 5 minute location, being under that London Open. Got inside the 1 minute demand level, but not the 5. So we'll see. ES still printing above New York Open, showing 1 hour signs of strength as well. So we'll see. They may want to go a little lower here on NQ first, like below market potential. If they respect this New York Open though, and they can't go below it, then they'll go higher. But they start printing lower than that, like right there, then that's when they'll go lower and swipe that 2600 level. But if not, then they may be able to hold this. What's the risk? It's a 10-point risk. So I want to use what's the lows? I'll leave that one there. That's where I want it to be. I really want to use like this low, which would be literally a 2-point difference, but I'm already in the right spot, so we'll just stick it there. Potentially I'm in the right spot. We'll see how this 5 minute closes. If it can close and get out of that area, then possibly. But if not, then they'll slip that 2600 level first. ES isn't really pumping higher than New York Open. It's still above, but it's not like pumping it or anything. Mm-mm. So it looks pretty good on the price action wise. Now it's just for me where my eyes are focused is on 5 minute and then realizing, can I do this? Can I get out of this New York open area and close above? Because then I'm probably going to start attacking on the 15-minute close here in 6 minutes. That's a good 5 minute close out of the area. So now you can anticipate a 15 minute that will take the high of day potentially. I'm not saying it for sure will, but it's moving in that favor right now. And you can tell the difference of, being above this London and this 5 minute demand zone and that New York Open tap with the risk is, it is just a 10-point difference. So those are, if this does go in my favor and go and rally up to 2,700 today, those are some of the things I can clean up, which it looks like we're going to get that. So I'm grateful. And then just really quick, looking across the board, just kind of show you guys, we have the H1s or the 15s here showing signs of strength on ES, YM, and I feel like we're lagging here on NQ. And I feel like we'll just blast the high of day and then reach up potentially. So that's what we're in right now. So I'm going to put an alert here because I'll probably pay myself a little bit just because the entry could have been a little lower. So I'll probably look to, taper off some of the trade once we get to those levels. Looks good. ES just broke 15-minute higher high, right? So that's really good sign for this NQ trade. Now, if we get that alert, we're going to have a green day on our hands. All right, looks like we're pushing pretty fast. ES is screaming, and it just makes a lot of sense. And my bias for the day is that I want to see dollar break that 104 level and go bearish. So I want to show that really quick. Is my bias was I want to see dollar fall through 104 and push up our futures there in New York. Oh wow! Please don't do this today. Okay, so I was like, I just restarted my computer. All right, we're getting ready to push those highs. We're up about. There we go. 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 Okay, so what we can do now, because the entry wasn't the best, is I'm gonna be holding here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna today I'm gonna hold the position because I'm trying to see if we're gonna hit 2680s on that 15 minute. So you can kind of see what I'm looking at here. I'm wanting to see if we can reach up to that whole level, that target area, because we got in at like 2620s, 2610, excuse me. Or no, yeah, 2620s. So if we can get those 2720s, guys, that'll be a $4,000 day. All right, so price isn't showing us any weakness based off price and time, right? This is the end of the day is that line right there. So as of right there, we're pushing, on a 15 really strong, showing bullish price. All right, so this is really good. We're not showing any sign of strength. And then when we look at the sell side of this move, right, you want to see the previous day high to pretty much today's low. We're pushing up into the 80 level. So that looks good, right? Really, really nice push. We're up about 1,600 on the day. ES is screaming as well. So what I'm going to do actually in here, because my entry wasn't the greatest, is I am going to come in and knock one contract off today. Potentially here. Let me watch price action though. Watch how I'm not getting any 1 minute weakness, any 5 minute weakness. So if I get any 1 minute weakness, I'd probably knock a contract off. But as of right now, I'm good because I like the 4-hour key level being 2,800. So I'll kind of show this is what I'm looking at from a higher time frame perspective. Is I want to sweep that previous day high and I want to get into, that 4-hour game board retracement level 2,800. Okay. Okay. So we are showing a little bit of weakness on that 1 minute, but not really. So until I see like true weakness on there, then I'm fine. I'm gonna leave this here. 5 minute looks pretty strong. 15 is still looking pretty strong, right? So you just want to see how it stay up there, but that doesn't look as great. So I'm gonna parse a little bit of that out. All right, so now I've came out with a profit for the day, and now what I want to see is can we continue up to my higher time frame prices? Okay, so I closed down half the position, securing about $700 on a day, And so now what I need to do is go break even on the rest of the trade if I like, or I can just manage and wait this out. So for me personally, 5 minute candle, if the 5 minute candle starts to sink that quickly, I may cover the position just because the other two aren't showing that same signs that I want to see. Now, they didn't really move my entry back. I thought because of when I exited that one position, it may scale the position back down a little bit in price, but it didn't. So um, we shall see on the rest of this what'll happen. They took that high of day and they've definitely shown some signs of weakness here. Right back into the area, and that's why I'm glad I partialed some of that move just in case, because now they can easily come swipe this level, right? If they don't, they don't, and I'll hold on to this, what I have left, which I need to change this. Wow, modify one order, sorry, before it puts me in a sell stop on the downside. So that's just changing that down to one. But overall, what I want to see is them hold the New York open area. If they don't, right, and they just go lower than this area, then we've already secured some profit on the day. So that's all we care about. Let's touch that five closer though. So it looks like they're going to slip the rest of that, which is fine. We secured a profit already, so we're still up for a little bit for the day, so we're still available. And it makes sense because my higher time frame level below market open looks more than likely to be the level. So we just need to be patient here and wait for price to present. Because on a higher time frame, it's kind of hard to see which way they really want to go. Let me see here. And they're holding the 104 level still, so just be patient. ES did the same thing, 56.98 swiped of the high, and then it started to rip. So I'm just being patient still. Okay. So I believe the news is at 9. Or no, it's not till 11 when he speaks again. So be patient, be watching. Now, dollar index, like I said, is still holding that 104 level. So I'm just we're in a range here. But now that traders have been taken out, if there's a nice reaction here, I would possibly attempt to buy this back up to attack the high of day, depending on how this forms over here. Last 15 minutes of the hour, so that's even better too. But I really do want to see price potentially get down into like halfway of this candle, the 560 area, and attempt to break that low a day and then hold it or just go right below it. So I just got to be patient with my next entry because I just want it to be sound. Otherwise, I'll just accept a small profit on the day and move forward, right? Okay, so ES is making 15-minute lower lows. With those highs still available, like the 57.10s, and then you have YM doing a similar same thing after taking that previous day high. So NQ and ES took today's high, and then the YM took the previous day high. So they reached up for liquidity. Now let's focus here because this is that first imbalance, previous resistance support type area. So I could see if this closes higher, I could possibly see this rallying up, honestly. So I'm gonna lock in here really quick. And the stop loss would be 25.81, 581 or 581.75 is the area. Take profits are gonna be. Let's just put 800 for now, but we would obviously switch them. Oh wow, they're moving it really quickly now. Damn, that was so fast. So if it comes back down to the 2,600 level at this point, like below New York Open, I would take it potentially. All right, because most people aren't seeing the 15 the way I am, I feel like. And I feel like we're getting ready to, if it doesn't just blast, I mean, it might have taken that liquidity and blasted too. But if it's going to give you a chance, it'll pull back below opening price. Right now, obviously, we're not going to take a trade like that. So we just got to be patient for it to pull back. Now, the only reason I don't look at this as a short is because I'd rather see price short a little bit higher, and the H1 isn't printing like it would be a short. So if this just rallies and takes off, then that's fine. Definitely looks the part when you're looking left on that 15. If we could get any pullbacks, look, every candle, higher open, higher close, higher open, higher close, higher open. You see how quick they're doing it? They're not letting people in. So maybe price will revisit point of interest here. ES is showing strength after the liquidity grab as well. So maybe you play the lagger, maybe you play Dow, because Dow is like doing this stuff, but it's behind these two. So I think when I was kind of like talking too much, should have been, taking that trade right there. But we'll see. They may give it to me here. I just don't want the risk to be more than I really want 2610. That'd be great. And then to get a 2580 stop loss would be nice. I'm trying to get that alignment right with that New York Open. So damn, if they only do that, I'm gonna be pissed. I really want the 2610, but the New York Open tap is what I'm looking for right here. So right there, when price is capitulating at that's below New York, I'm willing to accept that because if it falls lower here and I lose this trade, I still would only be down my normal risk, and I'd still be available to take one more trade potentially. Now that location could have been a little bit better here. So I think it's going to end up being a pretty good 5-minute location, but we'll know here by 55. Like if it's not going to go higher, then it's going to tell us pretty quickly here. So we'll see what happens. And unfortunately, ES and YM are actually dropping. So we'll see if this turns into a midi or if they want to go below market open first. If they go below market open first, like I'll probably wait till tomorrow. We'll see. I'll just have to read the numbers and see what I'm looking at for the day. Now that location could have been a little bit better there, 2,600 on that 1 minute to reduce that risk down dramatically. But we'll see how it reacts here at this level. And then my goal is if we can just get out of this area and get back above here, I could exit a contract potentially and then go break even on the rest. I just feel like they're going to attack that wick potentially. Like if they keep printing below 2,600 though, that's not good. They'll topple over to 2550s. If we can get a close back above New York Open, this is probably going to go take the 2670s. I like it right now. It looks pretty good on a 1 minute mitigation from that 2,600 would have been a beautiful location. YM failing the New York Open, just dripping. I think we can at least get to 2,700 on this trade potential. I love 2670s, but I think we're gonna get there for sure. That next whole level. So we break that high. I'll cut this position or trail risk to secure more of the bag. And for sure, we're in a green day right now, but this will be like a for sure like 1 to 3 of what we normally risk. So we're looking good right now with execution and management. And like I said, there's a couple things I could clean up on 1 minute location, but other than that, I feel like I'm in pretty good trades. So what I want to do here, if we can break this 1 minute high like this, and we start attacking this 5 minute high, once we get above that high, just like we did on that last one, we kind of price just dramatically fell. So I want to take the bag once we take, the sell side liquidity. I wanted to go ahead and knock a contract off and probably go break even for the day. Actually, what I'll probably do is I'll knock a contract off and move my risk to right here, potentially. So, continuously watching this 5 minute close, good higher open. If it can close good, that'll be great. You got 1 minute breaking higher, but you don't want this 5 minute to get weak in an area like this. You really don't. So what I'm gonna do just to reduce my risk, it's a Monday, right? I'll probably go ahead and knock one down when the time is right. When's the 5 minute close? Trying to watch that 5 minute close, to be honest. Because it could slip right down to New York, which is fine. But I'd love to see, since it made that 1 minute higher high like that we could just rally that to the top side. So I don't think we're gonna have to do anything on that. A good 5 minute higher open, 6 seconds left, getting ready to close really bullish. So I would anticipate that they run the shorts out. Potentially, it could, we're watching right here to see. To not play around with them, I'm gonna sell one just in case to reduce my risk down. And now what I'm gonna do is just manage the rest of this trade the rest of the day. Either they're gonna push this up for me and go, right? Or I'm gonna have to wait this thing out. But okay, so if 5 minute goes and starts closing higher than all previous actual candles, so like on line graph, it starts going higher than 2642s, then I'll move the risk on this trade up to here. If price can break the high, then I could always go break even on the whole trade if I like. But knowing that my entry is at New York Open and below it like that, I can pretty much hold the low of the day and decide to see if it's going to go higher or not first. And like I said, 15-minute time frame isn't showing any signs of weakness with only 4 minutes left. So that's pretty good price potentially. So let's watch those 5 minutes. Don't get tricked out on that one. Yes, looks like it's getting ready to move. And then I want to show this for the recording purposes, right? I really didn't even have to knock a contract down on that second one. H1 to me looks like it's going to close in 3 minutes. Bullish, right? Same with ES. Now YM's doing its own thing, but I think we're going to most likely get into that 2700 or previous day highs, 2750s on NQ, and then 5710s and higher on ES potential. All right, so we're managing pretty well today. Just want to go ahead and get to that 2700, and that'd be really nice. If ES can close 15.5 above New York Open, so 5690s again, then that's going to show me signs of strength. If not, then these may topple over. Really want to see how this 15 minutes is going to close, right? Because the open was here, right? Really good, strong open. So if it closes above open the New York and the London, then that would be great. If not, then they're going to come back for this area. So we're looking at either they're going to come back and swipe it, or this is absorption to get the bounce play type move. So I'll leave the risk that I have left because I have to close down partials. And that's why you always want to be paying yourself, always opening at least minimum 2 contracts so you can pay yourself when you think you need to, and then cover if you need. But I think we're going to be okay inside that 5-minute candle potentially. and see how that 15-minute closes. Not really seeing any strength on YM or ES. They are kind of weak from their New York Open. The only one that's printing above New York Open currently is NQ. So price is capitulating right now, right before the new hour, below opening price, and kind of formulating what I think is possible midi up. But the way it looks in that 15, if that 15 closes higher than New York and that last down candle, that's a sign of strength to me. So is this just absorption on the 5? Let's see. If we get a fast reaction out of that area, you'll know. Okay. 15 looks like if it was to close right now, it'd be closing above New York and a bullish candle. So let's see how it actually closes here. Now that's a good response out of a 5-minute area. All right. Good 15-minute bullish price, getting ready to close in 30 seconds, and it's that strong. And the 1 minute looks like a mitigation. 5-minute looks pretty middleful too. All right. And then taking a look at dollar index, I am keeping my eye on the price over here. It does look like it's getting ready to blast 104 and just blast through it finally. So that could be good for long positions today. Nice. 15-minute close is beautiful. So now, like I said, if it can just hold above the opening prices, like 2620s, then we should be fine to take the highs and reach for potential 2700, 2680s. But we need to take this intraday high, the 20. I hate the number 666. 9 a.m. Just the candle closed bullish. I kind of want to show that really quick just for price action reference. We closed higher high. So why would we not take the high of day and probably reach up for the 80, whole level? That's kind of like my bias, right? And then you're seeing small time price action build up really nice. So we're in flow today, Jasper. Catching these middies for real, for real. Okay. Wish I had 2 contracts still on the board, but it's all good. Still going to be an amazing day. Potential. Let me not say that until it actually breaks the highs here. Now, one thing you can notice on a 1 minute is you do have price closing higher, right? So you do have price action showing you signs that price is going to go higher than this area, and then you have a wick you're targeting. So not bad. But I'm really focused on 5-minute price, to be honest, more than anything in 15. And then the 1 hour just looks beautiful. So let's reach. Let's see. 100 plus points on this trade would be the 710s. So I'm looking for a minimum 710s or more. I'll be managing the trade throughout the rest of the day. Now, once we break out of this level here, 2670s, I don't want to say the other number, I am going to trail my risk either here or here. Most likely I'll trail it right here to be inside the 5-minute, 15-minute accumulation still, and 1 minute, but it needs to break out of this area first before I trail it. Because it could easily just come, take it, and then go. So I'd rather wait and let 5-minute kind of prove to me based off of technicals that it's going to close higher and do those things. ES is finding strength. Good pullback on YM to the 450 levels. So I think we're looking good. Plus, we've closed profits on the day, so. So you really want to see this 5-minute close. Like you got a good 15-minute close and you still got 10 minutes before that closes, right? So you want to see this 5-minute here, higher open, higher close, and attack. If it does that, then you're able to execute management, which this is looking really good, guys. Looks like we're going to push those highs. And this is what, when people are short, they're trying to cover so fast and they're just squeezing them, right? And then, like I said, if you look at the 1 hour for direction, we have quite a bit to go inside this last up candle. So I was anticipating that we could at least get up to there or go ahead and break previous day highs. Hopefully we can break previous day highs with 2 contracts left. I have 750s is the previous day high from basically 620s. So let's just say from 6 to 7, it'd be like 130 points times 2 contract or times 1 contract. So let's just say 100 points times 1 be over a little bit over $2,000. So not a bad trade. Cannot complain. Just go ahead and push those highs out. That'd be great. We'll know, watch the 5-minute close, really, really strong open to close. And so the imbalance is right at 2680 when you're looking left. So I'm going to bring this over just for the recording purposes so I can take a screenshot later of this. But H1 is, we may have just hit the level. Oh, H1 is coming up into the level we anticipated. We're seeing ES come into that whole level 57, right? And those previous day highs are looking a lot good or really good and open. So now we're here. So that was a beautiful absorption play on 5 and 1 minute, I believe, to continue up higher. And really nice price here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So that's just a sign to go ahead and tell myself to protect this trade a little bit, reduce that risk down. Now, I'm not going to reduce it all the way down personally right now, because I'm managing the trade and watching. But what I don't want to see, all right, we got that good 5-minute. What I don't want to see is the same thing that just happened on that last candle, right? And price go too far below that level, right? On the 1 minute, because if it just sinks again back into here, I really don't want to lose out on profits. So I'll probably end up, if it started to go below there, I'll probably take what I have here and then I would re-enter. Just depending, because it's Monday and I don't really care to play around with them. You could also do this. You could also trail your risk up to like this area, but it's more likely going to get hit. So I would just probably leave my risk right in this area where I have it pretty much here, and just continue to watch price action here on 5 and 1 minute. But really good price. ES is showing really, really good bullish price here on intraday. Let me show that real quick. So you got strength pushing up to 2,700. You're pushing up above New York Open on ES, above 57 almost, like not above it, but you're pushing towards it. So it looks like NQ is really making moves today. Now this right here, like I said, me personally, I may end up trailing this and calling it a day if it goes below this candle. I really want to see the 5-minute close. They could pull it back and absorb a little bit, but now that we've gotten this, we can really focus on this right here. Is that price is like, as long as price continues to close higher than this level, then we're fine. All right. Anything below that to me is like, it's jeopardizing the price on the 15. So we'll just continue to watch that area here. So I'm giving you all the points I pretty much look at to kind of keep your eyes fresh to areas to help you manage the trade. That 15 and 5 look good, but I just don't like how the 1 looks, guys. And plus, we've already taken the high of day. So we'll see. I might end up taking this, guys. We'll see. This 5 minutes, so that's quite a bit of time to go to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the risk down just in case it goes fast and I have to think hard. So now all I've done is reduced it down to about, I got in at 610s. So I got 9, 8, 7, about a 7-point risk on the table. 7 times 2 is 14. So I got about 140. 140, is that right? Yeah. No, I've got about a 7-point risk. So 7 times 2 is 14. So yeah, $140 risk, $200 risk, somewhere in that ballpark. But now, like I said, if we can go close above, like this 5 minute doesn't come back down, we can go close above, I would like that. because we're looking strong on that 15 still, right? And this 5 minute close, if it can close above this area here, 2650s basically. If it can close 5 minutes above that, then it's really going to show signs of strength. So I try not to get too tricked out over here. I like to read the price, but I'm really focused on how these are going to close. And 15. And ES is reaching for that 57 level still. So I just think 2700 is very doable here today. H1 looks really good. Let me take a look at the H4. ES just had a massive pop up. And H4s look really good. So this is kind of what I'm anticipating when you guys look at like an H4 as well of all three, that we're going to go take that previous day high on all. We already did it on YM, so it's kind of what I'm looking for at this point. Banger! Whoa, 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 whoa! Let's calm down. All right, so really good push out of the area. Looks like 2700. Dang, Jasper, they thought this was a game, huh, bro? Really good trade right there. It's price pushing up 5 minute. Now we're coming to that 680 level. Me personally, I'm going to be watching right here to see if we close higher, and then I'm going to probably trail mine to 650. So let me go ahead and mark the 650 level just to kind of have an idea. Hopefully it doesn't fall super fast while I'm trying to do this. 20, 650. Okay. Okay, good open right there. So price is still closing above. So I like this area. Now how this no, I'm taking that, y'all. I'm taking that for today. So that's it for me today. Price will continue more. Now I do have this on a micro, and I have it pretty much I have it break even from here. But that's it for me for Into the Futures for today for the recording side for YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the management. Give me 1 second, Jasper, and then we'll hop off here real quick and chop it up. But that's it for the recording. Pretty good move. I think we could travel up to 2700 still. 15 isn't showing any signs of weakness. 5 minute hasn't closed bearish, but it's starting to kind of form like it possibly could have. So I'm good for a Monday on this type of day. Great execution areas. A couple things I could clean up just for my own personal notes. Make sure that the 15.5 and 1 minute are all aligning. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it's looking still pretty good. So I'm going to manage these other accounts. This was a good day on this one. And with that being said, I will see you guys on the next one.